Hey everybody. Excuse me. Hey everybody. My name's Ed. We're going to do another quick movie review. This time it is I Drink Your Blood from 1970, directed by David Dorston. Basically, it's a trashy horror movie where a satanic hippie cult comes to a small town and moves into an abandoned hotel. They bully and intimidate a few townspeople there, but things go from bad to worse when they get rabies and the terror and the violence increases. All right, so I'm not going to try to convince anyone that this is a horror masterpiece. It's very low budget. The so-called effects, as they are very limited, and there's some moments that are supposed to be shocking but are unintentionally funny instead. Sometimes the shooting and cutting around the low budget works, and sometimes it doesn't. Having said that, it still manages to be an interesting watch. Actor, I think Bhaskar Roy Chowdhury is actually pretty good as the leader of the evil cult. And throughout the movie, there's this kind of creepy, sleazy vibe to it for the most part, which kind of creates an unnerving atmosphere. And there does seem to be an attempt at some social satire. And I also say the movie, for all its flaws, is not boring. The movie came out, I'd say, during a time when there was a lot of turbulence in American society, and the movie kind of reflects that. The cult is undoubtedly inspired by the Manson family, and when they do their satanic rituals, they make the devil horn signs. I'm sure the director must have gotten it from Satanist Anton LaVey, but seeing the actors do it, I thought the group looked more like heavy metal fans. There's a scene where an Asian woman sits on the ground, pours gasoline over herself, and lights herself on fire. That's probably was inspired by the Vietnamese monk who set himself on fire in protest in 1963. Ultimately, the movie does get pretty violent, and there's some really explicit shots. There's some jump scares, even a few animal abuse scenes. And again, I'd say the low stock, though, does add to the creepy vibe. On the other hand, the rabies makeup in some of the actors is kind of bad. It looks like they're spitting up cream cheese and milk or something. I don't know. Okay, all right. So just to wrap up, I Drink Your Blood. It's far from a great film, but it has some interesting. Well, it is interesting, I should say, as an early '70s schlocky horror film. It's definitely flawed. Some of the rabies scenes don't work, and some scenes are unintentionally funny. However, there is some interesting social satire, some shocking gore, and mostly an overall creepy tone. All right, so then that's it. I got to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Here we go.